Hello, welcome back. So I made a Target run and purchased a bunch of new drugstore items, and I was really interested in some foundations. So I picked up these Wet n Wild foundations and gave them a try. So this is what I have on my face now. If you'd like to see more, keep watching. So I went to Target. I was really interested in other drugstore foundations. I was searching the internet, looking at YouTube videos, and trying to see what was out there. And so I kind of hit each brand that I thought that I would like, and just to see what they have. So again, these are the ones that I already have tried in the past. So Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm in the shade 310, but I picked up another one just because I was running out. So I picked up that. I also picked up the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow because the one that I had before was not my color. It was too dark, so I actually found my shade, the same shade that I use for the Matte and Poreless. So this time I bought the Pro Glow, so I'm gonna try that. But what I really wanted to try here today were the Wet n Wild foundations. So when I was in their section, because I got an email, and I guess they launched a new line, and it's photo focus. So they have like setting sprays, primers, foundation, concealer, and to be honest, I was only interested in the foundations and the finish spray. I think I've tried the concealer in the past, but I just wasn't impressed, so I just didn't want to waste my time with that. So what I picked up was I saw a foundation stick. So I'm really into foundation sticks, and it reminded me of the Makeup Forever HD stick. It kind of has the similarities, as you can see. Obviously this one's a little bit lighter and cheaper, and then you have the actual Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. So I was like, oh well, I really liked the HD Makeup Forever one, so I'm like, I really want to try. I'm really intrigued, and I want to try this Wet n Wild stick. So I picked up that. Hopefully it's my shade. It was really hard, so I was like literally picking up all these shades. Actually, what I did was I knew my color already in the Maybelline Fit Me, so I kind of use this as a guide. So everything that I picked up, I was like trying to like compare and see, like, does this go? Is it too dark? Is it too light? So hopefully I picked up the right one. We'll see. We'll find out. This is the stick version, and then they had a liquid foundation, and this one is the also the Photo Focus. So let me backtrack. So these are from the Photo Focus line. This is the stick, and then this is the actual liquid foundation. And I picked this one up in the color Desert Beige, and I picked this one up in Golden Tan. So again, I used the one that I know, my shade, and then I was like, well, it looks similar, so hopefully I got it. So while I was at Target, I also picked up a few other things. So I saw, I was really looking for the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, but of course they were all out. So instead I saw that they have this Flawless Finish foundation, so I also picked up that, but this I'll save for another day because I'm more interested in the Wet n Wild right now. So I picked this up, and then I also picked up their makeup mist and set, but I will tell you right now, do not buy this. I actually was like, I really wanted to try it, so yesterday as I got ready for work, I was like, oh, I'm gonna pull it out and try it, and I sprayed it, and it was just cheap. Like, if you look, so I'm definitely returning this. First of all, there's like, it's just not filling it. And then when you look at the actual applique, or the, I don't know what you call this, but the little hole, it's literally one hole. And I highly doubt you can see this, but I'll spray it. But it's like, it's just too chunky, like it's too thick. So when you spray it on your face, it's not like fine, and it usually, like with the Milani or the Urban Decay setting spray, it's kind of thinner, right? Like you can apply it all over, and it's more of a fine mist. This is like thick, and so I was like putting it on my face, and I just felt like they were too big of droplets on my face, so I wasn't really, I didn't, so try to avoid that. Another thing that I had got a while back was this e.l.f. blush that I kind of wanted to talk about. I didn't like it. I felt like it could be better. It was just not, I don't know if it's just too powdery, I guess you can say. I kind of wanted something maybe with a little more cream to it, or something that would apply easily. This one I just felt like it was dry and powdery. So if you see these, I would say try to look into something else. So instead of this one, I think these are newer, I went and picked up one of these, and this one says it's designed to be worn alone or layered for more depth. Highlight your complexion with a subtle glow. So this blush says that there's also a mirror included, so I wanted to try this out. Since I'm a fan of those darker, deep blushes, I wanted to try this. So I'm gonna try this out today. When I was at TJ Maxx, I happened to see this e.l.f. baked highlighter, so I'm gonna try this one out as well. I picked this one up for $2.99. I'm pretty sure they're like $3, so whoop-de-doo. I also picked up a Wet n Wild bronzer, and I'm definitely curious. The only thing is it's kind of shimmery, and I'm not a big fan of shimmery bronzers, like glittery bronzers, but that's okay. I'm gonna try it out anyway. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I did pick up 2 primers as well. These were a little more affordable. I feel like I really wanted to try the NYX and like the L'Oreal ones, but those were a little bit more, like $12.99, and I think the NYX veil, the angel veil, I wanted to try, but that was like $10.99 or $12.99, but these were a little bit more cheaper. So I heard good things about this e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. It says it has hyaluronic acid, so I'm like, ooh, that sounds fancy. So it says this moisturizer and primer in one helps lock in hydration for a smooth, moisturized canvas that's perfectly prepped for makeup. Infused with hyaluronic acid, this moisturizer primer hybrid melts into the skin for a hydrated complexion and long-lasting makeup. So I was like, oh, that sounds intriguing. So I want to try that. And I also picked up, again, from that Wet n Wild Photo Focus line, this is a matte face primer. So I did pick this up as well, but I think for today I would really like to try this e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer along with the foundations that I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do is, I think I would like to try both this stick and this liquid foundation. So I'll try it on both sides. So I'll do the stick on my left, your right, and then I'll try the liquid on my right, your left, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's get to it. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. Moisture Lock and Primer, and forgive me, like I'm super like hormonal and I have all these damn pimples on my face that just showed up out of nowhere. Like I look like I'm in junior high school again. So, you know, whatever. I'm a real life person, okay? I'm not like all these celebrities and people who have like these freaking nice ass skin, getting all these fancy facials and shit. Okay, I'm just jealous. So I took one pump. So I noticed that it's kind of creamy. Like I guess I'm used to like those gel type of primers, but that's okay. So I mean, it did say Moisture Lock Primer, so I'm sure they're, I don't know, kind of, we'll see. So I'm gonna take that. Oh, it feels really thick. It kind of feels like lotion. It smells good. It kind of smells like cucumber or something. But it definitely feels like a night cream or like a lotion or something. Oh god, hopefully this is like the right color. I'm going to take the stick foundation, and again I got Golden Tan. And so what I like to do is just kind of draw streaks and lines. Hopefully this works. So I'm going to take a Real Techniques sponge, and I had already rinsed it with water so it's damp, and I'm going to take this angled side and press it into my skin. I'm a little scared just because I feel like it's drying pretty quickly, so I'm trying to move fast. I'm gonna take a little bit more. It's not bad. It doesn't feel too thick or cakey. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to take the liquid foundation. Again, I picked up Desert Beige. Oh, there's a little applicator to it. That's cool. I was not expecting that. I was like waiting to open it and like pour it on my... Okay, it's kind of cool. So I'm not really sure how to use this, but I guess I'm just gonna take that. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but we'll see. Again, these make me nervous because you're not used to the formula or like the formulation of it. You don't even know, like, is this gonna dry fast? Do I have to work fast? Is it gonna be creamy? And I just realized it doesn't even like specify whether or not it's like a matte foundation or like a dewy foundation, so that's kind of weird. But it does say goodbye photo flashback, helps eliminate white particle reflection. So I don't know if you've seen that on the internet, but like some foundations have a lot of flashback. So for example, I don't know which ones, but if you have like a photo taken with a flash, and then sometimes I remember seeing this picture of a girl and you can like legit see how white her under eyes looked. It was nuts. But that was like foundation. Concealer, I mean. I feel like it's almost probably more like a matte because I don't really see any kind of shine. Right? Like there's no like dewiness or shine to it. I almost feel like the stick, if you can kind of see, the stick almost has more of like a shine to it. And then this foundation is more just kind of flat. It feels a little bit tacky, but it doesn't feel too heavy. It doesn't feel too thick. So it's kind of interesting. What I'm gonna do next is concealer. So I'm gonna try, I'm actually gonna I'll use two different ones. So my last video I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and I really like that. I almost feel like it might be a tad too dark. I might go down a step. So this was C10, I might look for like C9. So I'm going to use the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and I'll use that, I guess I'll use this on the stick side. So we're gonna go in and I'll show you why I like it. So it's really creamy and it glides on your skin pretty well, and a lot comes out. And this is just like one application. I'm not even like really dipping. So I'm also going to use that and conceal this pimp I have over here. So again, I like to do over my eyelid and then this like imaginary triangle that I like to draw here. So far I think I'm really liking this stick. Like I said, it kind of gives this like sheen to it, and then again when I look at this side, it looks so flat. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so that's why we're trying it. That's why I bought it, because I wanted to try these things and help you guys out. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me, and again I am in shade 25, so I'm in medium, and I'm going to take that. And this is the one that I really love too. So again, it's really creamy. I don't like it. I don't like this foundation. It just looks dull. Like I look boring. I need some shine. Just a little bit. Give me something. You can like totally see like the foundation is like flat, and then my concealer is kind of more like luminous. I don't really like that. And I don't think it's like blending very well either, because I feel like I can really see all these lines and bumps and things, and I'm just not, yeah, it's not doing it for me. What I'm gonna do next is, so when I went to Ulta last week, I picked up a few brushes, and so I picked up the Morphe M536. It's the under eye bullet. So I'm gonna take some powder and I'm just gonna set my under eyes and really set that concealer. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty Sephora Bright Set. This is banana powder, and so I'm gonna pick up the powder, and I'm not gonna dust it off, and that's okay. So I'm gonna just pat that underneath and let that sit while I go in and do my brows. We'll see. So far, like I said, I'm really liking the stick foundation. The liquid foundation, I'm not really feeling, but we'll wait and see how it does once I start building products in. So I'll be back in just a second and I will have eyebrows. Okay, so I have my brows on, and I used the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal in dark brunette. I was looking at the description, and it said something about crayon, or maybe it's just another language, but when I saw that I was like, it kind of does remind me of a crayon. It almost has like this waxy consistency to it, which I'm sure is nice because it kind of keeps things tamed, but it was kind of interesting. If you guys have a pencil, like a drugstore pencil that you really like, let me know. This one is kind of the best that I've came across that I actually really liked. I've tried other ones, but I feel like I like these mechanical pencil type eyebrow pencils. So I'm also going to take this NYX Wonder pencil, and sometimes what I like to do is kind of carve out that brow, so I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to use that. So what I like to do is go underneath the brow and almost like line the brow, and then I'll take my finger and I'll just kind of massage that in, and it just kind of gives it that more defined look. So this is another favorite of mine, and this is medium, and it has a number. It's WP02. Next, I would like to, so when I was at Ulta, I also picked up this face brush by Real Techniques, and it says Instapop Face for Powder. So after I do the brows, this is kind of cool. It's angled. I had no idea it was going to be angled. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, so then I'll take more of that Sephora powder, and then I'll just kind of go over my face with that. My nose to my face. And as I'm dragging this on the foundation, I feel like this side it's a little bit more smoother, and this side it seems more tacky, like it's kind of sticking to it. So that's something else to notice, I guess. And again, still I'm feeling like I like that stick. I feel like there's a little bit of a glow to it, and then it's just too flat for me. So I'm gonna try this bronzer first. So again, I picked up this Wet n Wild bronzer, and this one is Color Icon bronzer, and this is in the shade Palm Beach Ready. We'll give this a try, and I'm going to take my angled Morphe brush. So take that bronzer and just tap it on there. I have no idea what to expect. If it's gonna be too dark, too light, but if it's too dark, like I said, it's okay. Just take like a powder brush, and then you can just take excess off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carve out. So again, think of it like kind of in between your mouth, and then just like towards the top of your ear. So we're gonna do so. Can't really tell. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, now I see it. But it is really shimmery. So if you don't like shimmer, I'm not sure how you'll feel about it. But again, I don't like this side. I don't like it. Okay. Try, which I'm really excited to try, is this e.l.f. blush. Oh, it does have a little cute mirror. And it's not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, if you look, check out the packaging and then look at the actual color. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm going to use my Sigma large angled contour brush, and it is in the number, I guess it's F40 or E40. I don't know, one of the lines is missing. But I really wish it was darker, but it looks more pinky, but it's okay. So I'm gonna take that. Well, it looks like it picked it up. And again, so I like to smile, and then my cheeks pop out, and then I'll go take it back. Ooh. Okay. Wow. So definitely a lot of payoff. There's a lot of pigment there, but again, it's more pinky than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, come on, that is like way pink, and this is like red, so not similar. That's okay, but it's still pretty. So it's a little dark. So then, like I said, you can just take a powder brush and then just kind of just blend it out, and then it's not as intense. So there's the blush. The bronzer, I don't really tell a huge difference. What I'm really excited to try, and please don't let me down, is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. Is it called Blush Gems? It's really pretty. Can you see that? I hope it's pretty. We'll give it a try. So I'm gonna take my Morphe R31 brush. So the R is the rose gold. So if you're like, what, R, N? One just from the rose gold collection. So that's why that's, I don't know, if you're curious. So I'm gonna get in there. Hopefully it's not all dried up. Ooh, I like. It's actually really nice. So I'm also going to take that, and I like to put highlight on the inner corners of my eyes. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. For freaking $2.99, it's pretty. And then I like to dab some on my nose. Tip of my nose, and then the Cupid's bow. And then before this video, so anytime I do my makeup, I like to moisturize my lips. So I just throw on some chapstick. I can't remember what I use, but whatever's inside, I'll just throw on my lips. That way I'm not, you know, when I'm ready to put lipstick on, I'm not having to like use some kind of lip scrub and like get all the chappness out. So I'm like prepared, like preparing my lips for the end. Okay, so I don't know, like I said, what do you think? Like, can you tell? I'm more favoring the stick side. Okay, so I've used the primer, then I went in with the foundations. So I have the stick on this side and then the liquid foundation on this side. And then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer on this side, and then I went in with the NYX HD concealer on this side, and then I used the, where are you? The bronzer. I can do without it. Maybe I'll play around with it with other foundations and see how I like it, but I'm not blown away, or at least in this particular shade. Maybe if I found something that was like less shimmer, and it was fairly dark, so I don't know, I don't really see it on my end, but you know, you gotta try things out. And then I went in with the blush. So again, the only problem I had was that I felt like it didn't match the box shade, but I don't hate it. Like, I actually really like it. You can see that rosiness to it, and it's called Berry Mary. What I want to do next is, so I went to Ulta last week and I bought a bunch of Coulorpop things. So I picked up some eyeshadows that I have yet to try, and I also found this Maybelline Nude Glow, because I really like these golds. Hopefully you can see it. I really love the gold tone shadows. I might want to try both. So I think I'm going to give this Maybelline New York It's called Nude Glow Expert Wear. And this was on sale. It was like $2.99. So I'm like, threw it in my basket. Wait, they don't have baskets. My bag. I think I'm going to go with a new shade called Ladybird. It's a Super Shock Shadow by Coulorpop. And then I'm going to use that $2.99 sale item from Ulta. So, man, I should have like opened these before filming, but then I'm like, oh, but I want you to experience what I'm experiencing. From the label to my face. Looks really pretty. Okay, this is horrible. Like, we're not in 1972. Okay, this, no thanks. That wasn't nice. Sorry. Sorry, Earth. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Morphe R42. Again, R, it's that rose gold collection. And I'm gonna use both of these. So I'm gonna use my Morphe M167 and the R42. I'm going to use the smaller brush for the more inner corners, and then I'm going to go in with that kind of fatter brush for the outside. So I really want to take, dang, what do I want to do? I'm going to use this for the inner corners. So hopefully the payoff is nice and it's pigmented and it's as pretty as this, but as I'm like picking it up, I don't really, it almost feels like it's more of a cream, like I should use my finger, but we'll see. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, Maybelline New York. This is really nice. Holla, Ulta, $2.99. Wow, it's so pretty. You know I love these colors. Whew, okay. I'm really loving it that I want to keep going, but I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna come to this side. So nice. Okay. Oh my god. Do you see what's happening right now? It's like if I melted a penny and then I just like spread it on my eyelids. Wow. Wow to a $2.99 find. I'm really impressed. Really impressed. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna take that Ladybird color and hopefully it doesn't look weird, and I'm gonna just pack it on the outer corners. So this is really glittery. I was not expecting it to be that glittery, like thick glittery, but it's still pretty. So I'm just gonna hold off and just put it on that eye because I want to try another one. I'm gonna take the one that I was like staring at for like 20 minutes. It's more of this deeper gold shade. This one is called Amaze. Oh my god, I didn't even know I had that one. I was like this close to ordering it online, so I'm glad I looked. And I haven't even used it yet. See, no fingerprints. And I'm gonna take that and put it on the outer corner of this other eye. I really like how it feels so squishy. Like I wanna just squish it. So I'm gonna take that. Oh, that's nice. And put that on the outer corners. Oh, that's really nice. It's really pretty. So I'll kind of go more, like kind of fan that out. It's so pretty. I actually like that more than this one. So, I'm gonna take that bigger brush again and kind of like try it with these creamy eyeshadows and see if it like still works the same as applying with your finger. Throw it on this eye also. Make it a little bit even. When I go towards the edge, I'll like lift it up a bit and then I'll come around. Kind of just shape it. Give it some shape. So that looks really nice. Pretty. Okay, so then now what I'll do is I'll just curl my eyelashes, and I'm like wondering, should I put some lashes on? But I'm not that great at it. I went ahead and put some eyeliner on the top of my lid with this felt L'Oreal Voluminous liner. If you like the felt tip liners, give it a try. So again, Voluminous liner Noir. It's by L'Oreal Palace. So I went ahead and put some mascara on, and I like using Voluminous Original, and I'm gonna go in a little bit more with the lower lashes. I don't like to put eyeliner on the bottom lash anymore because I just don't really like that look anymore. And plus, once I have eyeliner on the top and the bottom, it just kind of closes my eyes. Like, it makes it look even smaller. So I like to just keep it like open, if that makes sense. So the last things that I'm gonna do is apply a lip color, and I picked up the Coulorpop Ultra Matte Lip last week at Ulta, and I wanted to try deeper because I feel like I see this a lot, and I wanted to try it. And it's kind of like this mauve-y nude neutral color, so hopefully I like it. It's a little more like rosy or like pinker than I thought. But it's still pretty, and it's so it goes on wet, and then as it dries, it's supposed to be ultra matte lip. So let's let it do its thing, and then I'm really excited to try the Wet n Wild setting spray. So hopefully it doesn't let me down like the e.l.f. spray. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna do some like priming. Looks promising. So I saw this, and they had like different not colors, but scents, like rose, cucumber. It almost smells like hairspray. I'm a little scared. Anyway, I wanted to try this first, and then if I liked it, then I'll pick it up. So I'm going to. Okay, way better than e.l.f., but I feel like I was like really close. So I'm literally like out here. It actually smells really nice. So that is the final look using the Wet n Wild foundations, the e.l.f. blush, e.l.f. highlighter, this Maybelline New York eyeshadow, the L'Oreal eyeliner, L'Oreal mascara. So I'm waiting to see like what kind of finish this gives me, because it doesn't really say anything like if it's mattifying or not. Natural finish setting spray. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like even can see a difference, or let me know if you're gonna go and try these things, or maybe I deterred you away from them. But I say like my final thoughts on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundations. I'm not a fan of the liquid foundation. I felt like it made my face look more dull. It was like super mattifying. I just feel like I see my skin kind of peaking, like the texture even more, and I almost feel like, I don't know if there's even like great coverage there. But I do like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. As I applied it, you have to work quickly because I feel like it dries fairly fast. So maybe you can start with like one section and like really pack it on. And I think it's like you have to work with it. So it almost feels like you had to keep going. Like I felt like I had to apply a second layer. I like the finish. I feel like it's not too light of a coverage and it's not too heavy of a coverage. It's kind of like a medium, like in between, like everyday coverage, which I really like. So I think maybe in the future I'll definitely give this guy a try and use it and see how I like it. Not bad for all drugstore priced items. I will link everything that I used down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you try any of these things. Alright, thanks!